Good morning and welcome to the Digital Drop Podcast. I'm your host today again, Andrew Perrin, and today we're going to talk about how to rank your videos in YouTube search in 2020. We're going to be interviewing, quote unquote, the Mr. Andrew Wall. How are you doing this morning?
The king of YouTube search over here, evidently. But I've got some interesting stuff to show you with my own personal YouTube channel. I've been implementing many of the things I do for my clients. When they want to rank for branded keywords or non-branded keywords, 96% of my traffic is coming from people that are not subscribed to my channel, and my channel's been growing significantly. I'm only investing 6 to 8 hours, not even 8 hours, like 6 hours a week into my channel, and it's doing pretty darn well. So I want to share with you guys what these tactics are that are easy to do and require very little time, basically. That's the idea of today's session, is to kind of let you know what that low-hanging fruit is on YouTube right now.
So we're going to dig a little bit into like the back end of YouTube, take a look at your channel as an example. There's a whole bunch of YouTube algorithm stuff that I need to catch up on, so I'm going to be asking you questions. We also have Ross A. Dillon on the show today. How are you doing this morning?
If AWOL is the king of YouTube search, then I am the jester.
So do you have specific jokes to bring up about his channel today as we go through at the back end?
Oh, I don't know if there's really any jokes to make. He's pretty good at this stuff. You know,
we'll see if we can find any.
He knows what he's talking about, I think.
As I go through my channel, he'll just randomly awkwardly laugh and go, ha ha ha, out of nowhere. I'll be like, okay, that was weird. But yeah, I'm happy to show my channel. I'm going to switch over to my display and kind of walk this through. You guys see a screen share here, right? So you can see what I'm showing. But this is basically my channel right now. And, oh, no, the captions are messed up. You captions. I'm going to fix them because watch this, real time fixing them. Boop. Nope, wrong way. Boop.
Live editing on the air.
Boop.
I have a bunch of questions. So you're going to start. I can see the dashboard for you right now.
Yes. So what's your first question? I want to get
into specifically, and you don't have to lead off with this, but I want to get into why titles and thumbnails are like way more important than everything else. How to improve click-through rate. And anything that might have changed in the algorithm in like the past 2 years, because I haven't really kept up with it. So
yeah, you got it. So when you're looking at how your channel is growing, obviously click-through rate is the king on YouTube. And so the way that you can kind of look at your click-through rate on YouTube is you can go over to the reach tab and you can look at the impressions click-through rate, which is going to be right here in this section. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to increase this number as much as you possibly can. The average channel that kind of is doing okay on YouTube right now will have a click-through rate of about 5%. That's an okay channel. And my channel is doing okay, essentially. 5% is kind of the middle of the road number that you guys are going to want to shoot for a somewhat healthy channel. When you're looking at a channel that's really significantly growing, that number is going to be more like 7% to 8%. That's going to be sort of a good channel that's kind of on the way up and is going to be heading towards millions of views, assuming that your topic is really popular. And then once you get to 10% plus, that's where you're really in the money zone. And that's where your click-through rate is going to really drive the growth of your channel. So the question is, let's go full screen. Why is click-through rate so important on YouTube? Because this is the number one statistic that YouTube's looking for. It's a combination of your title and your thumbnail at the same time. And basically, YouTube is going to serve you a certain number of impressions on your video. And if people aren't clicking those impressions as it shows up in recommended, as it shows up in search, as it shows up in the various places that YouTube can serve your video, notifications included, people don't click, then YouTube will stop serving your video. If people are clicking, then it's going to be weighing your video versus another video. So if your video has a 6% click-through rate, and it's on a particular topic, and somebody has a nearly identical video and they have a 4% click-through rate, and all of your other stats on your videos are the same, YouTube is obviously going to probably nerf or kill the 4% click-through rate video and going to serve your 6% click-through rate video. So it's a constant battle between your videos and other people's videos on YouTube. And so the way to really look at how much YouTube is pushing your channel is to look here within the Reach tab in YouTube Studio, go to Impressions and how they led to Watch Time tab, and you can see how many of your impressions are coming in from the algorithm juicing you. You want this number right here to be as high as possible. So as you can see on my channel, 50% of my traction came from YouTube recommending my content, which is okay. It's somewhat healthy, I guess you could say. The more your subscribers are watching your content, the lower this percentage is going to be right here. And the more you're getting juice from recommended and search, the higher this percentage is going to be. So channels that are in an extremely high growth phase, guys, it's not going to be like 50%. It's probably going to be more like 80% or 90% of your traffic coming from the YouTube algorithm pushing your channel. Does that make sense?
Do you have like a target percentage there from YouTube search that you're trying to aim for? Yours looks high. It looks like it's like half. That seems like it's healthy, right? Is there a target percentage? And if so, like, what are some things you can do to reach that?
Yeah, so let's talk about my traffic mix and my strategy then here. So currently, 50%, 52% of my traffic is coming directly from YouTube search. And more interestingly, if you look at subscribed versus non-subscribed on my channel, 96% of the watch time I'm getting is from people that are not subscribed. Only 3% is from people that are subscribed. So what does this mean? Does this mean subscribers are dead? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means I'm running a search-based strategy where I kind of don't care if my subscribers watch or not. It's really not about that. It's about releasing useful content to keywords that people are searching for. And that's going to generate growth for me, which is really interesting. And if we look at how 2020 looks for me overall, as you can see, I started investing about 6 hours per week right here at this point. And as you can see, my channel grew significantly at that point. 3 videos per week, 6 hours, about 2 hours a pop for each one of these videos, and my channel grew. And it's almost all YouTube search here. But more specifically, what was your question there, Perrin?
So what, in that percentage of Google search, like yours was like 50.
Yes.
Like, is there a target goal there that you're looking for that means like you're in the green, that's healthy? Is there a number that's bad? And what are steps that maybe you can take to like improve it?
Yeah, so there's no bad number there, and there's no target. So I'm sorry to give you a vague answer there, but that's just the way it is. So it depends on what your strategy is. So if you are trying to go for YouTube search as your main strategy, then sure, this number should probably be 40, 50, or 60% if that is your primary strategy. If you are trying to serve your current subscribers, this number will probably be significantly lower, and your browse features number is going to be way higher. And also your suggested videos is going to be higher if your subscribers are clicking the videos. But browse features will be much higher, like 20, 30, 40% in that case. So it's all about what your strategy is with your content. If you're trying to acquire new audience, the way that you should go is to acquire YouTube search. And a healthy amount of YouTube search growth percentage on your channel is 40, 50, 60% for your channel. If you're trying to serve your current subscribers, you want browse features and suggested to be high, and that should be about 50 to 60% of your channel at a given point. I would say in the early stages of your channel, the thing that you should be doing is focusing entirely on acquiring more viewers, on getting more subscribers, and on just acquiring new eyeballs and figuring out what content's really going to work for you, and see where you can get your 45-degree angle growth curve, which topics are going to generate that for you. And then once you generate a significant audience for those particular topics, then you can double down and focus on your subscribers at that point and change your mix of where your traffic is coming from by tailoring your content to what your current subscribers want versus what random people searching for things on YouTube want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. Mine's pretty low, but I just fired my channel back up. Mine's looking at like 10.6% or so, but I only have like 3 videos, so that just started. So we'll see if I can boost that back up. I want to go back to click-through rate really quick. So you're looking at channel click-through rate, saying like
Yes.
10 is like mega good, 5 is so anyway, if you're in 5 or 6, you're good. Is it the same if you're looking at an individual videos click-through rate? Or do the same numbers apply there?
Yeah, so let's talk about individual videos. So let's go here. So on individual videos, it is going to be similar, but videos are going to kind of change their click-through rate during their lifetime. So let me go ahead and just pull open an older video. I'll just pull open this one, this Rodecaster Pro video. So if we look at the click-through rate over time, it's going to vary over time. And whenever your video kind of goes through a growth phase, and here's something I really want you guys to understand. You see the lifetime of this video? At the beginning of this video, this one's just about the mixer we're using right now. At the beginning of this video, my click-through rate was like 2%, 3%, 1% on the first day, right? 1.9%, because my subscribers don't care that much about this content. Then YouTube started pumping it into search to kind of give it some, see what's out there. It started going up to 3, maybe 5%. And then as it started sitting in search, YouTube started to realize that this video is actually the best video for the Rodecaster Pro on YouTube. And so it started serving it more and more and more. And my click-through rate went up to 9.6% at one point. So this is what a search strategy looks like. Your click-through rate's going to be very low when you first release your video. Then it's going to climb over time to an apex that's going to be around 10%. And then it's going to kind of level off around 7 or 8% after that. So let me just check and see whether this video did that. And I think I have to get rid of the marker there. It won't show me the freaking numbers anymore. Let me see if I can refresh and get it to show me the numbers. That's weird. But yeah, it'll level off at about 5 to 8% in the longer term after that peak. And then, yeah, there it is. 6, 8, 7. There it is. Yeah, so this follows the typical trend. So this is what a search-based strategy looks like. It starts low and then it plateaus and it stays consistent over time. So this video currently has something like, 7,000 views or something? It'll probably get 100,000 over its lifetime, based on this relatively good click-through rate of 7, 8, 6% over time. Now, contrast that with a video that is going to appeal to your subscribers instead of new people searching. A video that appeals to subscribers may spike with your click-through rate when you first release it up to 9%, 10%, 15%, but then it'll starkly go down afterwards, and then maybe your video will peter out over time down to next to nothing because it only appeals to your audience. These such videos have a short lifetime, and they're kind of like a spike trend video that you'll get all your views up front from your subs, but you'll get very little views over time. And so when you're growing a channel, what you want to do is you want to put in time, T, here at the beginning of the life cycle of a video, and you want that time to pay off big over a long period of time as you're growing your channel. And as you can see, search-based videos do that, whereas subscriber-based videos do not do that. They just die instantly. And so that's why I like search for small YouTubers and mid-sized YouTubers that are really trying to grow that audience. Make sense?
So how are you deciding what strategy to run based on your content? Like, it makes sense that the educational content like that you do would be that's what you would need a search-based strategy for. But if you're doing just full on gaming, just straight up gaming content, would it be more useful to go to a subscriber-based strategy? I
mean, it's not like white or black here. Right. Like, you don't just like turn on the subscriber strategy. It's all about where the traction is coming from. Okay. But the way that you can figure out what people care about is by doing research on what people are searching for. So it's extremely difficult to find out what your subscribers like. You literally don't have numbers and data on that until you release a bunch of videos, right? But in terms of what people are searching for, there's tons of data and information out there right now about what people are searching for, and you don't have to release any videos to understand what people are searching for and what keywords are open, right? So that's why search is easier to go after first. Then once you get a large audience through search, then you can serve that audience you have acquired, essentially, by making subscriber-focused content. And the way that you can do that is by using TubeBuddy, and I'll show this a million times, but TubeBuddy is the best tool for creators, and using the keyword, they don't pay me to say that. I am an affiliate with them, but they don't sponsor the show. And using the Keyword Explorer is the way to find what terms people are actually searching for. So if you're looking to make straight up gaming content like you're mentioning there, Ross, Let's take a look at the hottest game out there right now, Valorant. So what you're going to do is just type in the main keyword that you're looking for. And TubeBuddy is going to tell you how the competition is looking unweighted, aka based on your current channel, or not based on your current channel, or weighted based on your current channel and how you can compete. As you can see, my current channel would do very poorly by going after Valorant, but in general, channels could probably break through on Valorant. So what you can do if you're trying to make videos about this particular topic is you can start to get inspiration on all of the video searches that are actually happening on YouTube here. You can also go over to web searches. You can see what people are searching for on Google search, because your videos that you release on YouTube can rank on the front page of Google, by the way. And then you can also look at video topics, and you can get inspiration to find out what people are actually searching for. And TubeBuddy will algorithmically generate ideas for you to kind of look into for your videos if you're trying to get search. And so if I kind of just randomly click through this list, right? So if I look at my weighted score right now, I am a 2 out of 100 in terms of the amount of competition going after these keyword and the amount of search volume for these keywords. That is very bad. A 2 out of 100 is a terrible score. Yeah. That means that I should probably not try to go after the keyword Valorant. But if I went down this list and I kind of found maybe a niche topic that maybe is a little bit more specific, like what Valorant character should I play? Then we'll look at that one and see if I rank a little bit better for that topic. Oh, a 22 out of 100. Okay, so the search for this topic is a little bit lower, but the competition is way better on this topic on what Valorant character should I play. If we take a look at the unweighted score, let's see, it's about the same. This topic is significantly better than the other topic, etc. And so you can kind of repeat this process of research with the Keyword Explorer to understand where the open spots are on YouTube. And after doing this, you can figure out what, before you release any videos, you can figure out what people actually care about by the numbers right here for any topic, gaming or otherwise. And this is your entry point into YouTube in any topic. Once you release, let's say, 50 videos like this, going through this process, you will be an expert on whatever that topic is and understanding what people actually care about. And you will have significant data from your own videos to show you which of these videos generated subscribers. And if people actually subscribed to your channel after watching your videos you did through search, go find the videos that you got the most subscribers from. Go find the videos that had the most watch time and the best audience retention. These are your key statistics to understand whether people gave a shit about your content or not. If they watched for a long time, check. That means they cared. If they subscribe, check. That means they cared. And go through those 50 videos you released for YouTube search, and you will probably see a theme or two of content that you released through search that emerge as being your big winner chicken dinner. And then you can double down on those. And you'll start to see your engagement from your subscribers skyrocket.
All right, question. And this might be a simple one, but I want to make sure it's clear for everybody else watching and for me too. You're going through the keywords and finding the right ones. Where do you use those keywords? Is that for the title of the video? Is it for tags? How important are tags even now? And I guess where does those keywords that you're searching, where do they actually apply?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the keywords that you're searching for are going to go, primarily it goes into the title of your video. That's number one. And so what you're going to want to do is put that primary keyword you're going after in the front of your title, if you can put it there, if you can fit it there. And you're going to want to put it as the first word in your description, if you can. And then you're going to want to put it as the first tag in your video, if you can. So let me just show you how you can kind of cram a lamb keyword. Let me see if I followed my own advice with this video. Let's take a look. Let's see if I actually do what I recommend here. So I did actually, there we go. So with this video, the keyword I was going after was Rodecaster Pro. The first word I have in my description is Rodecaster Pro. And then let's go to my tags and see if I didn't botch it on the tags. And with the tags, Oh, Rodecaster Pro is in there, but I didn't put it in there. So what you can do is you can click the sort function, and then you can auto sort by rank, and then you can apply. But I had Rodecaster Pro in the tags. And so you're going to want to repeat it in all three of those places at the beginning of each of those metadata sections. Some bonus things that you can do in your content to really double down on a keyword is to say the main keyword as the first word you actually say into the microphone when you make a video. If you say Rodecaster Pro is the best mixer for XYZ as the first words you say in your video, YouTube will detect that. You can also name your video file Rodecaster Pro. You can name your thumbnail Rodecaster Pro. And you put that metadata on every single thing you input into YouTube to just punch YouTube in the face and let YouTube know this video is about the Rodecaster Pro. And it should, you should give this one a shot with search for the keyword Rodecaster Pro. In terms of the hierarchy of what is important with your metadata, your title is number 1. I would say the words you say in your actual video is number 2. Number 3 is going to be what you put in your description. I'm sorry, I botched that. Number 1 is your title. Number 2 is the words you say actually in your video. Number 3 is going to be the imagery you use in your thumbnail. So YouTube can detect what imagery you use in your thumbnail and see whether it's actually relevant to the topic and understand whether it's a credible piece of content related to that thing. So if you're making a video about the Rodecaster Pro, show a Rodecaster Pro in your thumbnail. And YouTube will be able to detect that item because it has Google image search and it can understand whether that's actually a Rodecaster Pro or not. So show the damn thing in your thumbnail. That's important. Number 4 is going to be your description. And then number 5 is tags, but tags are pretty much irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, put some tags in there. Like don't leave whatever tags are going to give you on the table by not putting them in there. But YouTube is literally hiding tags. You have to click like see more now in the new YouTube Studio to see tags because they're trying to hide your tags because tags can be gamed. And so because tags can be gamed, as in people can spam tags on YouTube, there's no reason for them to put a big emphasis on tags. So I would say tags are like a distant 5th place in terms of relevance. Does that make sense?
That's pretty much exactly what I was looking for. I knew the first 2 were title and thumbnail, but I wanted to know on tags. Okay, so I got like a theoretical scenario, and this is my personal channel. I found Skyrim 2020 is like an emerging keyword. It's a new one. It's been trending upwards. And the titles of my videos, I've been calling them What is Skyrim Like in 2020? Should I change that title to be Skyrim 2020, like colon, what is it like? So that those 2 words are side by side?
Yeah, let's literally pull up your channel right now and put you on the spot and take a look at your videos to see what you're talking about. So this is your new Skyrim live streams you're doing, right? So
yeah, these are also live streams, so I don't know how well that strategy is going to do, but I'm just testing it to see.
If you're wanting to rank this content for Skyrim 2020, here's the videos he's talking about here. These are live streams. You should put Skyrim 2020 : what does it look like? Or something else after that. Putting Skyrim 2020 at the beginning of each of your titles would definitely help. Also, what you can do here, and this is a hack, basically, you can go to Google search, not Google Calendar, but Google search, and I would type in Skyrim 2020 into Google search, not PS4, just into Google search, and take a look at the images that pop up for Skyrim 2020. What kind of images are here?
I actually did do this.
Yeah.
And everything was really like kind of washed out like you see. So
yeah.
And like just screenshots of the environmental landscape of Skyrim with like the grass and like dulled colors. So I opted to go bright colors. And one of the thumbnails I was testing, I actually just went like a solid purple background, just a single color because nobody was doing anything like that. So that one, actually, I'm still looking at like the thumbnail numbers on it. but it spiked to like 28% click-through rate, and now it's back down.
So what this tells 28%, well, that's from your subscribers probably, right? Which is good.
Maybe.
So what this tells me when I search Skyrim 2020 on Google image search is all of these are YouTube search results. And so what this tells me is putting the Skyrim logo in your thumbnail, not a good idea. Like none of these top search results have that. And so Google wants just a beautiful gameplay image. And all of these are over the shoulder, by the way, not the character looking at you.
Okay.
So you're doing the character looking at you with a graphic. Obviously this one has the character looking at you, but almost all of them are over the shoulder. And it looks like the character is about to experience what Skyrim is like in 2020, right? Whereas your thumbnail has the character looking right at you and the Skyrim logo. So if you want to overtake these top search results, what I would do is an over the shoulder shot, no Skyrim logo, but do way more saturated colors and brighter colors to make your thumbnail pop versus all of these dull ones here. And you can actually probably break through in Google image search as well with your images. But yeah, I would just copy what's already working out there and then enhance on that rather than trying to reinvent what works and what ranks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's super helpful. I'll give that a shot.
You got it. Guys, I have to go to work. I have to serve some of my clients here, so let's wrap this one up. I hope this was helpful to all of you, and we can do more on the YouTube algorithm later. But I wanted to talk about the basic strategies to rank your videos on YouTube. It's not that hard, as long as you do the research phase, which Perrin just did, and which I do on my channel, and I'm used to doing it, and it's fast for me. But you need to do the research using TubeBuddy if you really want to break through and to grow your channel. 100% of my clients that I've recommended this strategy to that have done it, it worked. What else do you want me to say? And that'll wrap up this episode of the Digital Drop Podcast. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. We're releasing the video versions of each of these episodes with enhanced audio. So check it out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next episode, and happy creating. The number one way to figure out what's going to work on YouTube is to release videos on YouTube. So stop waiting, just release something. And don't just release 3 videos, release 50 videos and see what's working. That's how you figure out what the market wants. Adios, amigos. See you later.